Two osprey chicks are being relocated from Scotland to Spain. This is because of their father's declining hunting prowess. Dad Louis became an online hit thanks to the webcam in his nest. But he stopped bringing back his normal amount of fish, meaning experts became worried that the 6-week-old chicks weren't getting enough food. Well, they've now been removed from the nest to form part of a reintroduction programme in the Valencia region. Donnachie from the Woodland Trust Scotland joins us now. Jill, good to see you. Explain to us the reasoning behind this decision, because anyone that's familiar with nature documentaries, particularly Sir David Attenborough's documentaries, the bit where he takes you behind the scenes at the end, know that whatever you film or whatever you observe, you don't interfere with, you let nature run its course. So why have you made this decision?
It was a tough decision. We normally would not interfere. We would normally absolutely let nature take its course. But we were seeking advice from Osprey experts, and we became aware of this opportunity, a really unique opportunity actually, to translocate these chicks to a conservation programme in Spain, which would bolster the Spanish osprey population. And we waited to see if the father, Louis, would return with more fish and up his game, because normally he catches 4 or 5 fish every day, and he has caught up to 9. So we were getting very concerned when nothing was coming in. And we left it for 24 hours, still nothing. We left it another 24 hours, still nothing, no father. Eventually he produced 1 fish, which is just simply not enough to keep the family going. The weather, as you can see on the film there, was horrendous, and that makes fishing difficult. We suspect he was ill, and that's why he wasn't able to bring in his normal catch rate. And then, so what we did was we made a tough call. We decided we would kind of hand feed, supplementary feed for 24 hours to see if the situation would improve, and it didn't. And this happened twice. And eventually we decided to be very pragmatic about it. And we decided this opportunity was too good to waste, and we would, get the chicks out of the nest and hand them over in the hope that there would be better chances of survival for them and for the parent birds as well.
So it's best for the chicks and good for Spain, because obviously they're trying to get ospreys back into the natural habitat there. So that's all good. But what about Louis? Empty nest syndrome. What's going to happen to him?
Yes, what's going to happen? Well, interestingly, we think he's been ill, we think he's been unwell, but actually in the past 24 hours we've seen him back around the nest. We've seen him fetching enormous branches and moving them, which is a good sign, and we've even seen him bring a fish in, so we think he's on the mend. We've also interestingly seen another male hovering around the nest, probably trying to interest Donnachie, the female, but so far she's not taken any interest whatsoever, and I don't think that she will. So we don't really know what's going to happen with nature. We never ever do. We just kind of have to wait and see. But you can jump online and watch the activity. We've got this marvellous community of people who comment and update people who want to get to know the story a bit better.
I was going to say that storyline is going to be interesting on the webcam. He's either taking in a lodger or she's taking in a lover. Could get very interesting. And just in terms of ospreys in your part of the world, in Scotland, talk to me about their natural habitat, how they're thriving, how they're surviving. Because, we talk about bad weather, perhaps Louis being ill, but are there other factors at play at the moment? What does the future look like for the breed?
So actually in Scotland, we're very lucky. The population's doing very well. We've had the likes of Roy Dennis Wildlife Foundation, who are the people who are translocating our chicks. They've been working very hard to make sure that populations across Europe are doing well. I think there are around 300 breeding pairs of ospreys in Scotland that we know of. So we're doing pretty well here. There are plenty of fish around, and as long as the weather doesn't interfere too terribly, which it is wont to do from time to time, then we're doing well. But there have been lots of other successful translocations to other places in England and in Europe. Obviously, we're the Woodland Trust. We're all about trees. We just happen to have these wonderful birds in our forest, but there are definitely osprey experts out there, and if you go and have a look at the Roy Dennis Wildlife Foundation website, you can learn all about their valuable work that they're doing as well.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Jill Donnachie, really good to talk to you tonight. Thank you so much. Jill Donnachie there from the Woodland Trust Scotland.